Welcome to your comprehensive guide to becoming a successful motor vehicle accident coordinator, also known as the MVA Coordinator. This roadmap is designed specifically for individuals who are new to the field or transitioning into healthcare from another sector. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore every aspect of this specialized role, from daily responsibilities to long term career growth opportunities. Whether you're considering a career change or looking to specialize within the healthcare administrative field, this guide will provide you with the knowledge, the tools, and strategies to navigate your journey successfully. All right, understanding the MVA coordinator role. An MVA coordinator specializes in managing the complex intersection of healthcare and auto insurance following vehicle accidents. Unlike medical billers who process routine health insurance claims, MVA coordinators focus exclusively on accident related cases, navigating the unique requirements of auto insurers, liability claims, and legal proceedings. While prior authorization specialists focus on treatment approvals and front desk staff manage patient check ins, MVA coordinators serve as dedicated case managers for accident victims. They track each case from initial intake through final payment, acting as a primary liaison between healthcare providers, auto insurance companies, and often legal representation. Okay, so the specialized focus, they exclusively handle motor vehicle accident cases rather than routine medical billing. All right, so they're handling a whole billing process within itself, exclusively focused on motor vehicle accidents. All right. So, what are some of the legal components? Works within both healthcare and legal frameworks, often coordinating with attorneys. Sometimes attorneys will need an itemized bill, uh, medical records, they need all that information. You will be the one to implement that process to receive and retrieve that documentation. Okay? And case management focuses specific follow follows specific accident cases from start to finish rather than processing high volumes of similar claims. So each motor vehicle accident case that you come across is going to be totally different. All right. So, what are some of the daily tasks and responsibilities that we will be looking at for this role? The daily work of a MVA coordinator involves a diverse set of tasks that requires attention to detail, strong organizational skills, and effective communication. Each day typically involves managing multiple accident cases at different stages in the billing and claims process. All right, so uh, starting out the initial intake, collecting accident details, police reports, and insurance information from the new patient. All right. Number two, insurance verification, confirming coverage details with auto insurance, and that and some of the insurance companies that we're speaking about is PIP, MedPay, and third party liability. All right. Next, we have documentation management, gathering and organizing medical records, treatment notes, and accident related documentation. Number four, claim submission, preparing and submitting specialized claims to auto insurance carriers. All right, lastly, we're going to be tracking unpaid claims, communicating with adjusters, and resolving payment delay. All right, A significant portion of each day involves phone calls and emails with insurance adjusters, attorneys, and healthcare providers to coordinate information exchange and resolve issues that might delay payment. Okay? Now, where MVA coordinators work. Where do they work? MVA coordinators find employment across various healthcare settings that regularly treat accident victims. The role exists wherever there's a significant volume of patients involved in auto accidents, particularly in practices focusing on injury recovery. Many coordinators begin their career in small practices like chiropractic offices before moving to larger facilities or specialized billing companies. Some eventually transition to legal slash medical firms that bridge the gap between healthcare providers and personal injury attorneys. All right. So you will find the MVA coordinator role at hospital billing offices, okay? Managing high volume accident cases across multiple departments. And that is true. I work at a hospital and we do have a role for the MVA coordinator, all right? Orthopedic claims, specializing in fractions and um, multis, muscular, musculocollectic, and other injuries. All right. Next, we have a chiropractic practices focusing on whiplash and soft tissue injuries. All right. And lastly, we have illegal medical firms bridging healthcare and legal aspects of accident cases. Okay. Now, what are some of the roles and revenue cycle that role in healthcare revenue cycle? All right, MVA coordinators play a crucial role in healthcare revenue cycle, particularly for practices that see a high volume of accident patients. Unlike standard Unlike standard health insurance claims, auto accident cases often involve multiple potential payers, complex liability issues, and longer payment timeframes due to the complexities of the case. All right. So, once again, it's the same cycle as the medical billing cycle, like I mentioned earlier. You have patient registration. You're going to be collecting specialized MVA intake forms and accident details. And this is just a visual of the cycle that we just went over. So we have insurance verification, confirming auto insurance coverage and policy limits. Next, you have service delivery, ensuring proper documentation of accident related treatments. Next, we have claim submission, preparing specialized auto insurance claims with supporting documentation. And lastly, would be the payment posting, which is the reconciliation of the payment from auto insurers and managing appeals. All right. So this is like a department within a department, but it might not be a department. By effectively managing this specialized revenue stream, MVA coordinators help healthcare providers maintain financial stability while treating accident victims, often securing higher reimbursement rates than standard health insurance would provide. All right. So and I will say this: if MVA is not able to, I guess I'm gonna use the word, reconcile your claim at that point, a lot of times it gets billed to your healthcare coverage. And once it's billed, and it pays or whatever, that payment might not be as much as it would have been had it would have been going through MVA as the auto claim. All right. Now, what are some of the tools and technologies that we are looking at? Success as an MBA coordinator requires proficiency with specialized software and digital tools that help manage the complex workflow of accident cases. While specific systems vary between employers, most coordinators use a combination of medical billing platforms, documentation management systems, and communication tools. So we are, basically looking at. So in reference to this workflow that I'm showing you right here, that's 5 things. All right. So from those 5 things, we have 4 systems that we're going to possibly be working out of, and it might be more. But if you're good at multitasking, you'll get with the flow of what we're looking at. So obviously, we're going to have our medical billing software, uh, such as Epic, eClinics Work, and other platforms that are dedicated to medical billing. Next, we have the insurance portals, and you're going to be dealing with several different insurance portals. All right. Next, we have the tracking system, so custom spreadsheets or databases for monitoring the processes that for monitoring case process deadlines and payment statuses. All right, and lastly, we have the legal medical software, specialized platforms that bridges healthcare documentation and legal requirements for accident cases. All right. So, with all that being said, what are the required skills and qualifications that we are looking at for this role? We have technical skills such as understanding of auto insurance policies. All right. Next, we have knowledge of ICD 10 and CPT codes related to accidents. Next, we have familiarity with medical terminology, especially trauma. All right. Next, we have documentation management and organization. Next, we have basic understanding of legal terminology and processes. And last, we have computer proficiency with billing systems and spreadsheets. Now, what are some of the soft skills that we are looking at? We are looking at clear and professional communication abilities, persistent in following up on unpaid claims, attention to detail when verifying information, time management to handle multiple cases simultaneously, problem solving skills for resolving payment obstacles, and empathy, working with patients recovering from accidents. All right. Most employers prioritize experience and aptitude over formal education for this role. While a high school diploma is typically required, many successful MBA coordinators enter the field with on the job training rather than a specialized degree. However, knowledge of medical billing principles, insurance terminology, and healthcare administration is essential for your success. All right. Now, what salary are we looking at when we're speaking about an MVA coordinator? On the entry level side, we are looking between 38K and 45. Entry level for coordinators with 0 to 2 years of experience, often in smaller practices. Next, we have 45 to 55, which is mid level for the coordinator with 2 to 5 years of experience or in larger facilities. Next, we have 55 to 70K for the senior level for coordinators with 5 years of experience or in specialized settings. Now, salaries vary significantly by geographical region, with higher compensation in major metropolitan areas and states with no fault insurance laws that generate more complex cases. Okay, so what work environment options are we looking at in this role? Now, 60% is on site. Now, this number is probably subject to change, but right now I have it at 60% traditional office settings with direct access to providers and medical records is 25% hybrid, and split between office and remote work is common for larger organizations. And we have 15% working remote. Fully remote positions typically require prior experience and robust home office setup. Remote positions typically require secure internet, HIPAA compliant communication systems, and demonstration of ability to work independently. And at my hospital, they work remote. All right. But you might have to go in depending on if you are, depending on the organization, they might have an individual that needs to go to the courts, uh, or whatever, to go to court proceedings and other things like that. So it all just depends. Okay. So the education and training pathway. Wow, there's no specific degree requirement to becoming an MVA coordinator. Several educational and training pathways can prepare you for the success in this specialized field. Many professionals enter the role through related positions in medical billing or administration healthcare roles. All right. Now, if we are looking at formal education for this role, formal education is kind of like medical billing and coding certificates, which typically take between 3 to 12 months. We have the associate's degree in health information management, that's a 2 year degree. Next, we have the healthcare administration course or certification program. All right. Next, we have related experience, general medical billing positions, which take in between 6 to 12 months of experience, medical office administration or receptionist roles, insurance verification specialist, or prior authorization coordinator. All right, now we have specialized training, on the job training with experienced MBA coordinators, 3 to 6 months, auto insurance workshops and webinars, legal medical seminars on personal injury cases. I have to get some water. Give me 1 second. And software specific certifications for billing platforms. Most employers value hands-on experience over academic credentials. Starting in the entry-level medical billing position and express interest in MVA cases is often the most direct path to specializing in this role. So, like I have mentioned in past videos, and like I said, if you're new here, welcome. But for the people that's back again, uh, when I first started working at the hospital, I already had finance experience. Not only have I already had finance experience, but I've had auto finance experience as well as collecting on auto loans, and just I've had like years of dealing in the realm of auto. Had I wanted to, I could have easily transitioned into being an MVA coordinator. However, for me personally, that did not, interest me. I wanted to do something different, which led me to my path of being where I am at now, and I specialize in Medicaid. All right, but there are so many opportunities in the healthcare field on things that you can specialize in, whether it's Medicare, Medicaid, MVA, and there's always an opportunity to transition into these different roles. Okay. All right. So, what are some of the pros and cons of being a MBA coordinator? Okay. So, we're going to look at the advantages. Higher average pay than general medical billing positions. Okay. Lower volume of claims with deeper case management. Okay, so you might be dealing with less claims, but like I mentioned earlier, they are more complex. You're dealing with multiple payers. You might be dealing with multiple people. Just it's its own thing. All right. Development of specialized expertise valued by employer. A variety of tasks preventing uh, monotony, uh, monotony, common in billing roles, monotony, yeah, monotony, preventing monotony, common in billing roles, clear impact on helping accident victims receive needed care, skills transferable to legal, insurance, or healthcare management. And lastly, growing demand as practices seek to maximize revenue. Okay. What are some of the challenges that we are looking at? Like I mentioned, we are looking at more complex cases requiring significant follow up and persistence. All right. So if you're needing to get in touch with that accident victim, sometimes they might not answer the phone. They might have, still dealing with a concussion. Whatever's going on, you have to keep continuing to be up. You got to be on it. And like I mentioned earlier in past videos, where things are on time frames, and we have, processes within those time frames, requirements in those time frames, documentation that's needed in those time frames. So you have to be conscious of all those things while simultaneously handling with other cases. Okay. Next, we have managing patients' expectations about payment processes. All right, so some people might think they're getting a check tomorrow and all the other stuff. So you're handling and dealing with those patients directly, managing their expectations on the time frame of this process, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, now this is a higher stress while handling disputed claims. All right, because of the pressures and everything. All right, longer payment cycles affecting cash flow metrics. Due to the complexities, obviously the money, it's going to take a minute to get in. All right, keeping up with changes with auto insurance regulations. Insurance companies are always changing things, so you have to stay up on what those requirements are. All right, requires comfort with potential legal proceedings and depositions. Okay, the role tends to appeal to detail-oriented professionals who enjoy solving complex problems and prefer managing fewer cases more thoroughly rather than processing high volume routine claims. The ideal candidate appreciates both